In this lesson, we'll start adding fasteners to the self-centering vise assembly. Let's add the first screw. Open the standard parts folder, find the screw with a diameter of 10 and a length of 35. Click Open. Then, by matings, place the first screw in the hole of the clamp that we inserted first using two matings. Coincidence? For the screw head face and the hole plane face. I need to reverse the screw orientation here. And coaxial for the screw cylindrical face and the hole cylindrical face. Confirm insertion. You can insert the next screw into the second hole the same way, or you can use the fact that we created the second hole by mirroring the first hole. Display the design history to find the mirrored array. It might be difficult to find it in the structural representation because we have 4 identical clamps. It's easier to select the clamp in the graphic area than in the tree. Select any element of it and click Select Component in the context menu to select the whole component, not just one element of it. After that, you'll see that the clamp is selected in the tree. Open its design history. There you will find the mirrored array we need. I'll press Escape to deselect it. Start the Array by Grid command and select the Array by Instance command on the Parameters panel. While the Components field is active, select the first screw in the graphic area. Activate the Master Array field. Display the additional tree if it isn't displayed. I should go to the design history here too. Select our mirrored array. You'll see the preview. I like it. Confirm. Repeat the same for the adjacent clamp yourself. Pause this video while you do this. Let's use the Mirroring of Components command to insert the screw into the holes of the clamps located opposite. Run the command. Since the plane field is active, select the ZY plane as the symmetry plane. Now the Components field is active and you can select the screws one by one. If you accidentally selected a wrong object, you can delete it in the Components field. I'll rotate the view to see the preview. Click the green button. Select Symmetric Component Placement for all screws. Switch to the proper position. Click OK. Let's insert the same screw into the holes of the fork clamp plate. We'll use the Array by Instance command for this. First, we should insert the screw into the first hole of the array. I'll go to the design history to find it. This one. Click Add a component from a file. Select the same screw. Open. By matings. Coincidence. The screw plane face. And the hole plane face. Reverse orientation. You can confirm by pressing the mouse wheel. The screw cylindrical face, the hole cylindrical face, coaxial. Confirm insertion. Stop the command. Start Array by Instance. Select the screw you've just added. Activate the Master Array field. Select the array of the plate holes. If you're satisfied with the preview, as I am now, confirm. Stop the command. The next screws that we're going to insert will be the ones that hold the clamping blocks. First, for this place. They will be almost the same as the previous, but slightly longer. Add the screw with a diameter of 10 and a length of 40. By matings, coincidence, the screw plane face, and the plate plane face. Confirm. The screw cylindrical face, the hole cylindrical face, coaxial. Confirm insertion. And repeat the same for the second screw on the other side. I can see my screw. Anyway, I'll be able to correct its orientation later, so I can continue. It's OK. Confirm and stop the command. The next screw will be the same, but with different dimensions. We'll place 4 of these screws in the jaws holes. Open the screw with a diameter of 16 and a length of 60. Note that you can also select by mating in the context menu. Add coincidence. And coaxial. Confirm. Insert the 3 remaining screws into the jaws holes yourself. If you encounter a problem or want to check your work, you can find the file with the result in the File tab of the course page.